conversation today with CAF Awards
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
A fantastic night in Marrakesh at the Palais de Congrès, where the CAF Convention of African Football announced the top performers, the top performing nations, top performing clubs, top performing players with regards to 2024. And of course, we had Nigerian players up for some of the top prizes, and we had Nigerian players finishing the night as winners. Okay, let us run through the awards of the night, talk about the big winners, talk about the controversial moments, talk about the aftermath of the CAF Awards, because there has been a lot of conversation, good ones and bad ones as well, since this CAF Award 2024 concluded yesterday. I don't know if we'll talk about every single award just because of time. But let's start with Coach of the Year. We'll just go very quickly. We predicted it. MSFI, after his fantastic AFCON with Ivory Coast, turning things around, beating Nigeria in the final. I think no surprise there for you, Abi.
I wasn't surprised about that because we said that he won the Aqua competitions in a very good way, and he's also top of the World Cup qualifier group. So he's been taking on the boxes, in this year. So for me, I think he's the best coach in Africa for now.
For the Women's Coach of the Year, Lamia Boumedi, same thing. We called her Coach of TP Mazembe. She won the CAF Women's Champions League. Yeah. We knew that she was going to get the nod. Congrats to her. People were saying that Nigeria Super Falcons should go and hire her as coach.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's she's going to do a very good job for you. See, I saw she did 30 things against the Queens, in that semi-final game, and I was so impressed with what she did. For me, I think she's going to tactically excite us. That is one thing about her, and she's someone that will relate very well with those ladies too. She's been doing that one for imagine taking TP Mazembe to win the CAF Women's Champions League out of nowhere. And they play the best brand of football, in that tournament. So for me, I think she can actually do the job for Falcons.
Okay. Club of the Year, we had Alali voted as the Club of the Year. Also, one that we expected, TP Mazembe Club of the Year on the women's side. Also, not surprising for us. Young Player of the Year, we had Doha El Madani for Women's Young Player of the Year. That one I don't think we predicted at all.
No, I think it's Chiamaka Ugochukwu.
Oh yeah, we said Okuchukwu because of the World Cup.
She was there too. She was there too. But for me, I just think that she should have been the winner. But
maybe they valued the Women's Champions League more than World Cup. I
more
think
than the World Cup. Yeah.
So because of what she did for her team as far, so they chose her as the winner. Which I can allow it, in a sense. I can allow it. For the men's young player, Lamine Camara, that one I know I called it. I knew he was going to go back to back. I think he's just been the best young player in Africa.
Yeah.
And then let us move over to goalkeeper. On the male side, Ronwen Williams. So this one, the first controversy was that Sani Wabali did not make it into the finalists, for the goalkeeper of the year award. I think that was a travesty as well. I think he should definitely have been considered. I mean, if for some people you are considering Champions League as the main things, for some people you are considering AFCON, then of course what Wabali did at the AFCON is supposed to count for something. He was fantastic. Yes, Williams was better than him, but he was fantastic.
So apart from Onana, Williams and who?
In the final three.
Uh-huh.
Let me see the finalist again. Somebody remind us, please. I can't even remember who the finalists for the goalkeeper of the year were. Somebody remind us, please, in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat, you can just remind us quickly. And then
who were the three finalists for the goalkeeper of the year? Let me see if I can find it quickly.
Nobody's
because me, I know once I know see my person there, I just come out my eye from there, and I kind of, it was obvious that Brandon Williams was also going to win that as well. Okay, so I think I see it now. So for goalkeeper, yes, Yahaya Fofana, yes.
So okay, for me, I don't think it's bad that any of those nominated. In my own opinion, I think Mwabali. I
No,
think based on his achievements, he did well in the AFCON, but because of the club he plays for, Chippa United, you have to look at how the year what went. Onana had been blamed for, arguably African best goalkeeper, had been blamed for top club Man United. He did, do so well for them. He was saving them last year. Rob Wonder, Eric Ten Hag too, and also what they have for Fana. Don't forget that he left from League Two to League One and has been doing well too for I think for Angers
Angers,
also for
yeah.
Angers, in the French Liga. So for me, if you look at Wabadi has been good for cheaper, but he has been having some horrible games too in between. If the calamity he did against the Republic, in our away leg, in the 1-1 draw. So some of these things too he had a very good AFCON, but for me, I don't think it has been solid since that AFCON.
Okay, fair enough. I thought they were prioritizing the AFCON, and based on that, they should have put him there. Because Fofana won it, but Fofana wasn't as good as he was at the
Yeah,
AFCON.
AFCON, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I think should have been there. Onana did not do anything at the AFCON at all.
Mhm.
But yeah, Ronan Williams won that one. Shout out to him. On the women's side, of course, we had our very own Chiamaka Enadozie going up against Andile Dlamini and Khadija of Morocco. I mean, this one, Chiamaka comfortably. I'm sure if you look at the votes, maybe the two Moroccan people voted for the Moroccan goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Everybody would have voted for Chiamaka. I texted Chiamaka after I texted her. I'm like, see, after you are done playing, this award is going to be named the Enadozie Award. Because Chiamaka is going to win this thing like 5 times, seven times. The way there's the Mata Award, see, like really when she's done, the way there's Yasin Trophy, like when she's done, you just would have no choice than to name it the Unadozie Award because she would have won it like 5, 6, 7 times, and it would be pointless. Like nobody can live up to the level that Chiamaka is setting in Africa right now. So well deserved one for her. I'm sure that she's excited, but even her too is like, come on, somebody should compete more now. And I don't know if maybe that's why they're not putting her in the team of the year. We'll talk about that one in a bit. But but yeah, shout out to Chiamaka. No surprise there.
Yeah.
Okay, let us keep going. So we also had the national team of the year. Yes, national team of the year. Ivory Coast, the men's national team of the year, as expected, winners of the AFCON. We had Nigeria, the Super Falcons, the women's national team of the year, also as expected. There was no AFCON in the year, but of all the performances of the different national teams in international competitions and also in our qualifiers, Nigeria were obviously the best team. So we won that one. And then the big awards, I think I've covered. Yeah, we're not going to talk about referee of the year because we don't really talk about referees. But the big award of the night, obviously, the Player of the Year award. For the women, we had our own Chiamaka Enadozie nominated in final 3 for the women against Sanam Sudi, Morocco, and Baba Banda of Zambia. I think, as expected, Baba Banda won that award. Well deserved. Everybody called it before. The year that she had was just too good. For club, fantastic. For Zambia, fantastic. I had, because of Baba Banda, I had so many Zambians in my live stream yesterday. It was so, they were so excited, so happy for her. She's the first Zambian to win the award. I think she's a fantastic football player. Again, I know people always, even on our channel, some people were trying to make nasty comments about how, oh, she's a man, she's this. She sounds very, very feminine. Like I had never ever really heard her speak like that. And like I was like, she sounds like nobody can ever, you can, if you hear that voice without seeing the person that's talking, you can never not imagine that as a woman that is speaking. So I'm just like, so because of her physical outlook, people always want to be talking rubbish about her. Well, that's also ignorance of people on social media and things like that. But fantastic year that she had. She's a fantastic football player, and hopefully we're able to compete in future. Again, I said this before. I was upset that Ajibade was snubbed for Sanam Sudi. If Ajibade was snubbed for Chawinga, I would have been fine. For either of the Chawingas, whether Temwa or Tabita, I would have been fine. But the fact that they put the Sanam Sudi girl because of CAF Champions League, 2 goals, 1 assist, though. Not even as if she scored 7 goals in CAF Champions League. 2 goals, 1 assist in CAF in 5 matches, CAF Champions League, lost in the final. Somehow that got her a nomination for best player of the year. I do not know how exactly they did it. Oh, I forgot to talk about interclub player when I was saying the awards, because she won the interclub player of the year award.
Yeah.
I knew she wouldn't win this one ahead of Banda, but still, just the fact that she was there, I felt like is a disservice. Ajibade has consistently been getting into the long lists, but then they will not now include her in the final 3. The last time they put Catalana, that she chased Catalana come out from club, then they the same club. Now she ball pass, chase Catalana away. In the what's it called? In the WAFCON as well, she balled better than Catalana. It's just that South Africa won. But then they used that one to just boom. Catalana was the better person. Okay, you allow it. But regardless, I was happy for Rwanda, happy for Chiamaka. For a goalkeeper to be recognized in this general category is not something that happens all the time. So happy for Chiamaka as well. So do you want to say something about this women's player of the year award?
For me, like you said, it's Babrambanda. The year she had is not a year that we can just, it's not been so controversial. If you wasn't was named the CAF player of the year. So for me, I wasn't surprised that she was named, and she's deserved, to be king of Africa for so long. I mean that a lot of people have even argued that the year that the last year that Ochala won that award, that would have been closer, to any of those girls than to give Ochala. But you know, I'm happy she won that award, and Jamaica and today she's getting closer and closer. I just think that AFCON win for Nigeria, because the AFCON will be considered now before the next award. In December next year, the WAFCON will consider. So maybe probably AFCON Nigerian win. Nigerian win and AFCON. I think Nigeria will, what's it called? One of the Nigerian players will win the best player again. I think it's our thing. Get it back.
Okay. And then finally, the big one, the big one of the night, the men's player of the year award. This one, CAF did not give us a final 3, they gave us a final 5. And our very own Ademola Lookman was up for this award alongside Ronan Williams, alongside Simon Adingra, Sekou Girassi, and Ashraf Hakimi of Morocco. Of course, we know how loud the noise from the Moroccans was now. They all said, "Oh, Hakimi." But I think I was fairly confident. I know people were scared. A lot of people were scared. Oh, what are they doing? Oh, why are they not reducing it to 3? But I just said, CAF wants to create buzz. They want to create anticipation. They want people to talk about it. They want it to be a debate. This person can win, this person can win it. Even though we all know that the rightful winners are the Mola Lukman, I think they just wanted there to be a debate. Let people just be talking, and let there be a lot of conversation around the award. But then at the end of the day, they did what was right. Our own Ademola Lookman, back-to-back win for Nigeria. Fantastic year that he had. I'm so happy for him. He delivered a grand master speech, motivated us all. I was watching that thing live, and when he said it, over 4 years ago, I failed in front of the world. Fast forward 4 years later, I'm the best player in Africa. I used that already as a reference earlier in this show. Everybody is running a different race.
Yeah.
The fact that things are not happening for you today, it doesn't matter whether you are playing football, basketball, comedy, music, art. See, as long as you are dedicated to your craft and you keep on working hard, your time can and will come. Everybody's running a different race. Don't look at, but this guy is 19, he already has this, he's already doing that. That's his life. You don't know what's going to happen to him at 30. You just focus on your own self, keep improving, keep working hard. Any young player, keep working hard. Now, don't get me wrong, if you are 27 and you are still dreaming of, making it professionally, you should probably go and get another job. But if you are already playing professionally, you are, things that have not yet worked out quite well for you, etc. You can, keep on pushing, and it will happen for you. It will happen for you. Fantastic work. His mother, I have the picture. Fantastic. Oh man, look at how grand, how majestic, how beautiful this picture is. Man, Ademola Lookman, and the fact that he went there and he started speaking Yoruba, it just touched my heart. It just touched my heart. I've said it before about him not making an effort to connect with people. I've said it before.
Mm-hmm.
But then this was connecting with people, because as soon as I heard Ekale, like the way my spirit just went up, just as a Nigerian, as a Yoruba man. Once I just heard Ekale, I just all of a sudden just felt a rush of emotion and I became happier again. So that's exactly what he did speaking at Yoruba. He spoke directly to the Nigerian people. He connected with the Nigerian people. And I don't know if he thought about it a lot before, but that gesture is such a big gesture, man. And the love that a lot of people will love him now. Like, even people that I know in my family that don't watch football were sending the video to me, say, like, just because of that Yoruba that he spoke. And people were, this boy, born in London, but still went there. Same thing. People were even saying about Chiamaka, but not to criticize her, not like she did anything wrong, but people were saying that Chiamaka, that is an Igbo girl herself, did not even speak, like, born in Nigeria, everything. She spoke English, but it's like they were so, hooked by that. And it was a powerful speech as well. Fantastic. Like, what did you think about this, man? How happy were you?
No, how can somebody dress like that and not win the award? I just so IoT. Honesty, which country get better this past that one? Come on,
like, bro,
look at what Sinu Ganassi was. As if say it was a cleaner in that. Would you expect to?
Nobody came close. By far the best look.
Even with that Agbada alone, he don't beat Hakimi. Forget making he go to wear his tie and he be waving to his people. He don't beat Hakimi. And I'm happy. A big relief. First Nigerian player born outside the country to actually win the award. A player that played for Nigeria for only 2 years. A lot of people don't know that. He's been popular now. So, he's been playing for 2 years and he won this award. I just believe that's a motivation for not just footballers, just for everyone, just for players like we mentioned initially. That's at least in our front three. Let's be honest to ourselves. We have Lookman, we have Osimhen, and we have Chukwueze. 2 of them don't win the AFCON. African Player of the Year. I'm now challenging Chukwueze
next year.
That's Samuel Chukwueze. Now, I'm challenging Samuel Chukwueze now to go and take the African Player of the Year for next year. It's not late.
Chukwueze season already go halfway.
Chukwueze can start delivery from January.
Okay.
And a good solid 8 months will imagine Chukwueze being top scorer in Syria. I know.
Season is already halfway. You say top scorer, right?
So I'm challenging him and Boniface. Any of those 2, I'm challenging them to go and deliver.
The reality of it is that as of today, the most likely Nigerian player to win it next year is Ademola Lookman. He is the one that looks like he's on the best path. He's already on fire this season. Yes, I know they were still in 2024. So let's say we start counting from January. But the way he's playing, I expect him to carry his form into the new year. Carry that form into the new year, continue balling for Atalanta. In the summer, probably get a move. By the time he gets a move to like PSG or gets a move to, I don't know, Man U or Chelsea, wherever he moves to, maybe not Man U, anywhere he moves to, and then he starts balling for that bigger team again. I think he's the one that has the best chance. And then let's now say December now come. Okay, but AFCON will be after. They would have done the award before AFCON. Okay, so December is pointless. But at least in this match, qualifiers, everything, help us qualify for World Cup, balls for his club. I think he has the best chance. Osimhen, no matter how much Osimhen bought for Galatasaray, Galatasaray, nobody's going to take him that seriously unless he's scored like 50 goals, which we have seen that he's not. And for Nigeria, the reality of it is that Lookman is doing better than Osimhen right now for Nigeria. So let's even say Osimhen steps it up. If Lookman stays the same, they are still on the same level as far as Nigerian performance is right now. So I think Lookman has the best chance. Boniface, his issue is injuries. That's what killed his chance this year. Boniface looked like he was the one that was going to run away with it. And then he got injured. Then he missed the AFCON. Then that's just derailed the whole thing. Came back in April, everything, then got injured again later in the year. Just scattered this whole thing. Boniface is going to start 2025 injured. He's back on the field, but I don't think he's going to. Maybe he'll be ready by January. I don't know. But the way Boniface is looking, he's going to get. I'm not cursing him. Don't get me wrong, but there's a track record of a player that always gets injured. You know what I'm saying? It's not a curse. Boniface is the kind of player that always gets injured, so you expect him to get injured again. It's the same way Osimhen is a player that always gets injured. Like, he has a track record. Osimhen, you know that Osimhen will get injured like 2-3 times every season. So I fear that Boniface maybe get another injury that keeps him out for like another 2-3 months, and he doesn't have enough sample size to really ball. But look, man, the way he's going, I think if Atalanta now win the Scudetto, if Atalanta win the Scudetto, will it be a bigger achievement than Osimhen winning the Scudetto? That's the question that I just thought of now.
Hey, I think I have to think deep into it because winning the Scudetto and actually just winning the Europa League before that Scudetto, I think they look like the most decent team to win it, in my own opinion. Because the games they're not playing well, they are trying to win by 1-0. So when you see a championship team, that's what they are saying. For example, now they don't open these people small now, Lazio. So
I did not talk about that. I did not mention in this. They then do Lazio strong thing.
Yeah. So for me, I think Lukman is just thinking of the boxes, and they will more like rate Lukman's win than Victor Osimhen, if I'm not mistaken. But Lukman, don't forget that Osimhen was top scorer too. When they won this,
it was.
It was.
Osimhen was a number 9.
Towards the end of the.
Lukman is not a number 9, and Lukman, if he's still among the top, but he is not quite the top scorer, people are still going to look at him. He's going to, if Atalanta win, Lukman is going to be the player of the year. In the league. If Atalanta win, he'll be the player of the year.
Player of the year. Even for me, they say that the whole of this year itself is probably the best player in Serie A. I was seeing that one on CBS debates. He's currently the best player there. So I just want him that he should continue doing what he knows how to do best.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him.
Continue doing his thing. Someone said, when last did Atalanta win? I don't know when last. I don't even know when last did Atalanta win. Let me actually check. See when they won the Scudetto. Because I'm just like, if you should win it, it would be a huge achievement. Let me see. Honors. They've never won the Serie A. So imagine they've never won the Serie A.
That's gonna be like a bigger one.
They've never won the Serie A.
Never won the Serie A. That's gonna be a bigger.
So if you should win it, that's legend. Like that's legend.
Because when Osimhen won for Napoli, talking about since Maradona, I think there was a reference, but this one there's no reference.
There's no reference.
There's no reference. So it's gonna be massive.
But let's see, my fingers crossed. We're knocking on wood. That's what I'm rooting for in the Serie A this season.
Yes, I'm looking for that person too. I want Lazio to be in the Champions League. I want
Milan, Europa.
In fact, got you allow them not to say that sort of player very soon because if they ask this Francesco to go, it might take it might ask that
But it will be amazing. It will be amazing.
I just want to say this thing. Please, Samuel Chukwueze, go and challenge yourself and win the next World Cup Player of the Year. You can still do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's move forward just because of time.